It was supposed to be a quick drive home. Diane had left her night shift early, rain hammering her windshield as lightning split the sky in white scars. Her radio crackled through the storm, every few seconds, a burst of static. Then, beneath the static, came a whisper. "Turn around." She froze. Thought she imagined it. She twisted the dial, but every channel hissed with the same faint, wet whisper. Greater than, "Turn around, Diane." Her name, heart pounding. She glanced into her rearview mirror, nothing but rain and blackness. She tried to laugh, but the voice came again, sharper this time. Greater than, too late. The next lightning flash lit up the inside of her car, and in the back seat, she saw the outline of someone smiling. The crash report said Diane skidded off the road, no other vehicles involved. But when police towed her car from the ditch, they found 2 sets of muddy footprints leading away into the woods. Thunderstorms are powerful and unpredictable, and when they strike, they bring more than just flashes of lightning and roaring thunder. They distort what we see and hear, drowning the world in noise and chaos. In that confusion, the line between the natural and the unnatural begins to blur. The darkness between each flash of lightning becomes a hiding place, a gap where something unseen might move. Every crash of thunder could be covering another sound, footsteps, a whisper, or a voice that doesn't belong. In moments like these, people often feel a primal fear that goes beyond the weather itself. It's not just the storm they're afraid of, but what it might conceal, something watching from behind the rain, waiting for the next flash to be seen. The storm becomes a mask, hiding whatever shouldn't be there, reminding us that nature's fury can sometimes invite things even darker than the clouds above. During a thunderstorm, the familiar hum of electricity and the comforting sound of static can twist into something eerie. Technology, which usually connects us, can become a bridge to the unknown when the atmosphere turns violent. In the chaos of lightning and thunder, signals warp, frequencies bend, and strange sounds bleed through. A radio, television, or even a phone can start to pick up more than just interference. They can carry whispers, fragments of voices, or something trying to reach across the static. When the storm drowns out everything else, the human mind becomes desperate for patterns and meaning. That's when the fear takes hold, when a faint voice on the radio says your name, or when the television flickers and you swear a figure moves behind the noise. Technology feels safe and predictable, but in a thunderstorm, it's no longer under our control. It becomes an open channel, and we have no way of knowing who, or what, might be listening on the other side. When the sky tears open with lightning and the air fills with static, even the most ordinary devices begin to feel strange. The comforting background hum of technology, the low buzz of a radio, the soft flicker of a television, suddenly feels alive, unpredictable. During a thunderstorm, signals bend and twist through the heavy air, and strange distortions begin to creep in. You might hear a flicker of a voice between stations, a faint whisper behind the static, or a sound that feels like it's trying to form words. It's in these moments that technology stops being a tool and starts to feel like a doorway. The same currents that carry our voices and music through the air can carry other things too, things that don't belong. The storm becomes a perfect conductor, amplifying echoes that shouldn't exist. What if those whispers in the interference aren't accidents? What if the storm doesn't just disrupt the signal but invites something to speak? Through it, in the brief flicker of lightning, when the world turns white and silent for half a second, you might wonder if the static ever really stopped, or if something was listening, waiting for the next strike to speak again. Surviving something that should have killed you changes the way you see the world. When a person walks away from an encounter with death, like a lightning strike, they often come back different. Everyone around them might celebrate, call it a miracle, but something quiet lingers beneath the surface. The world feels slower, sounds carry differently, and shadows seem to move when the thunder rolls. It's as if whatever was in that flash didn't just strike the body, it left a trace of itself behind. For someone who's been touched by lightning, the storm never really ends. Even after the skies clear, they might feel the charge still humming under their skin, whispering for them to step outside again. The pull of the storm becomes irresistible, the flicker of distant lightning feels like a call, familiar and demanding. Friends notice the change, sleepless nights, long stares at dark clouds, quiet murmurs that don't make sense. And when the next storm comes, they don't hide from it. They walk straight into the rain as if they're meeting something that's been waiting. Because maybe survival wasn't what it seemed. Maybe the storm didn't fail to take them, maybe it claimed them, left something else standing in their place, something that belongs to the thunder now. When a thunderstorm finally drifts away and the last drops of rain fade into silence, most people feel relief. The danger is over, the power comes back, and the world seems clean again. But sometimes, the quiet that follows doesn't feel like peace, it feels like something holding its breath. The echoes of the storm linger in strange ways, a faint rumble when the forecast says the skies are clear, or the way the lights flicker just once at midnight, as if remembering the chaos that passed. What we forget is that storms leave more behind than puddles and broken branches. They carry energy that doesn't always fade. The air after a storm feels charged, thick with something unseen, something waiting. Maybe it's because fear itself leaves a residue, or maybe the storm takes something with it and leaves something else in return. People talk about hearing voices in the wind even after the rain stops, or seeing brief flashes of light deep in the horizon long after the storm has moved on. It's as though the storm marks the world, and the people who experience it. The thunder may stop, but its memory stays alive in the corners of the mind. It becomes a presence that stirs when dark clouds gather again, whispering that not everything left when the rain did. The sky may clear, but some storms never truly end, they just move inside you, waiting for the next flash to wake them.